It is unfortunate that it takes a war in the Middle East to give the energy security conversation the attention it deserves. For years, many of the lucky 1 billion have taken energy for granted, enacting policy decisions that showed a complete disregard for the importance of access to abundant, affordable, reliable energy. Now, as the realities of a global energy supply disruption set in, I wonder if there are people looking back and asking, what have we done? Make no mistake, this is not just about high gasoline prices and expensive airplane tickets. Fertilizer prices, and even just availability of that product, are forcing crop switching or under-application, threatening harvest yields by an estimated 10 to 15% this year. Cold chains, the shipment of refrigerated goods, are breaking down in Asia due to lack of diesel fuel, meaning people will do without access to groceries. Factories are being forced to run at 50% of capacity due to lack of energy supply. Those using diesel generation for backup, assuming they can get diesel, have seen their overall operating costs climb by as much as 30%. The implications are far-reaching. We are fortunate here in the United States. With the exception of a few states, we are insulated from the worst of the impacts. The shale revolution has ensured access to abundant quantities of oil and natural gas, ensuring we can not only look after our own, but also play a meaningful role in supporting others around the world. We would be in a very different situation were it not for the hard work, dedication, and ingenuity of the people in the oil and gas industry. Not all countries are in the same position. Some have no choice. By virtue of not being blessed with abundant natural resources, they rely heavily on partners like the United States and Canada for access to energy they so desperately need to fuel their economies. Some did have a choice, however, and it is with them that I am most disappointed and frustrated. Their policy decisions have meant that critical energy resources are not being developed or have been shut in prematurely. These decisions were made without meaningful, if any, consideration for the broader global implications, without thought for those who rely on energy imports to either enable their current way of life or, even more importantly, provide the much-needed energy to plot a path out of poverty and towards a life like the one each of us leads here. I can only hope that this is a defining moment for the course of energy policy going forward, and that there is an awakening to the truly devastating impacts of misguided decisions focused on net zero policies rather than energy abundance, and that we see a pivot towards support for development of oil and gas resources with the goal of ensuring no one has to go without.